Hey there everybody, today is going to be a walkthrough of the deck I've received. I decided to start my deck reviews or deck walkthroughs with new decks that I have recently bought. So I'm going to begin with three IN2IT different decks. This one will be the first one and I'll make separate videos for the other ones. This one is called IN2IT Astro Person deck. So it comes in a box like this, very pretty. Looks like a sunset over some type of water. Very beautiful. The imagery is very pretty. I opened it for the last video and ended up doing it over. So this is the nice little thank you card that comes from the actual shop when you receive the deck. The ladies that work here are so nice. Their names are Debbie and Arla, or Aria. I think it's Aria. Anyways, they reached out to me. They were super nice, super supportive. And the link for all of the decks I'm about to do are going to be in the drop down box if you'd like to purchase them. So anyways, let's begin. Here's the box for the deck. Nice imagery, nice description, and then this is about the author. So you open it up from the top to the bottom like that. Very shiny. I like things like that. So let me pull these out. Okay. Put them back together. And it comes with this nice little almost like a guide of the different symbols for the different placements. This is just using astrology. Like it contains evolutionary astrology book, 12 north south cards, 12 suit dividers. Mine didn't come with all of these things. Like I didn't get the cloth. So it may just have been a different package. But anyways, it did come with this nice little placement card. So I'm going to kind of go over the decks and see exactly what's inside. So let's begin. I did notice the first thing though is the cards are a little bit smaller size than your average, tarot deck card. So if you put them in comparison, they are smaller. Now that works out well for me because my hands are small. So anyways, let's begin. I'm going to start from the top card and just kind of go through them as quickly as possible so you can get an idea of what they're talking about. This one is Pluto in the 12th house, Pisces, I believe. So it says, walks the path in between worlds, and it will give you different attributes if you have certain placements in these areas. Like it says, clearing karmic debts, highly sensitive, spiritually attuned, feels inadequate, hides emotions, observant, moody. Anyways, I'm not going to go through every single description, but you get the idea of what the cards look like. This one is Pluto in the 11th house, Aquarius, I know. Tumultuous social interactions. And they've got really beautiful pictures. This one is Pluto in the 10th house, Capricorn. Instinctively gains societal powers. Then we have Pluto in the 9th house, Sagittarius, I see. Deep desire to know the source of our being. And they have like the little star guides of these placements also on here. It's very nice. Pluto in the 8th house, Scorpio, I desire merging with others for soul evolution. So if you have these placements, that's basically what it is. And then we have Pluto in the seventh house, Libra, I balance, transform your relationships. Pluto in the sixth house, Virgo. Hopefully y'all can see these very pretty clear. This one says highly self-aware. Then we have Pluto in the third house, Leo. I will share your creativity. This one is Pluto in the fourth house, Cancer. I feel developing emotional resilience. Pluto in the third house of Gemini. I think functions logically. Pluto in the second house, Taurus. I have focused on self-sufficiency. Pluto in the first house, Aries, I am. It says explorations of freedom of self. Again, really nice pictures. Neptune in the 12th house, Pisces, I believe, connected to the higher realms. This one is Neptune in the 11th house, Aquarius. I know, love for humanity. So I'm guessing we switched. This one was Neptune as well. I'm sorry. We switched to Neptune now. And then we have Neptune in the 10th house, Capricorn. Dissolving the structure of ego. And then we have Neptune in the 9th house, Sagittarius, I see, in purpose of spiritual discovery. And you could use these just to get the attributes during collective readings, or you could use them for like people that you're dealing with and things like that. They're very good place cards. Neptune is 8th house, Scorpio. I desire inherently wounded. In regards to intimacy and trust. I'm not sure what that last word is. It just says RE. Then we have Neptune in the 7th house, Libra. Deeply spiritual partnerships. And they're just doing a dance there. And I like how the coloring changes from Pluto to Neptune. And then we have Neptune in the 6th house, Virgo. Analyze. Self-sacrificing and service to others. Neptune in the 3rd house, Leo. I will. Creative expressions of the heart. Could involve musicians or your creative sides. Okay, we have Neptune in the 4th house, Cancer. Unmatched purity of heart. Connected to the collective mind would be Neptune in the 3rd house of Gemini. Connected to the collective mind. Neptune in the 2nd house of Taurus. Struggles with material possessions. Neptune in the first house of Aries. I am unsure of personal identity. Okay, now we're moving into Uranus. Uranus in the 12th house of Pisces. Works from behind the scenes. Uranus in the 11th house of, I think that's Aquarius. Hiding your personal identity. Uranus in the 10th house of Capricorn. Needs to break free from societal expectations. Uranus in the 9th house of Sagittarius. Crisis of personal belief systems. Uranus in the 8th house Scorpio. Past life memories of abandonment. And these are really good, definitely, to check against your own chart to see like placements that you may not be aware of and how they may interact your life. We have Uranus in the 7th house of Libra. Unpredictable and fractured relationship patterns. Uranus in the 6th house of Virgo. Strong feelings of external disapproval. Now these cards are very like thin, so you probably have to be careful not to bend them, just by the way. They are kind of, I mean, they're strong, but they're very bendable. So next we have Uranus in the 5th house of Leo. I will. Ego, fracturing experiences. Uranus in the 4th house of Cancer. Chaotic experiences and family life. Uranus in the 3rd house of Gemini. A catalyst to ignite a change in perspective. Uranus in the 2nd house of Taurus. Grounding your personal values. Uranus in the 4th house of Aries. They've got a little reflection on here, so seeking personal liberation. So with people in that placement could just love life and liberating themselves from the norm. Saturn in the 12th house of Pisces. Energetic sensitivity. Looks very Piscean. And it changes color again every time, as you can see, for each of the planets. Saturn in the 11th house of Aquarius. Liberator of society. They look like an old soul. Saturn in the 10th house of Capricorn. Learning to use time as an ally. Saturn in the 9th house of Sagittarius. Discover your own personal truth. We have Saturn in the 8th house of Scorpio. Transforms through experiences of crisis. Lots of waves in the background, so like emotional turmoil looks like. Saturn in the 7th house of Libra. Partnership extremes. That could be the roller coaster relationships. Saturn in the sixth house of Virgo needs a structured outer environment. So this type of person does not thrive during chaos. They need like a schedule. Saturn in the fifth house of Leo. Become your own inner authority. Saturn in the fourth house of Cancer. On on an emotional island. They feel unsafe emotionally, so they probably keep emotions to themselves, like that protective Cancer. Saturn in the third house, Gemini. Hesitancy in communication. That's strange for a Gemini, because Geminis are normally very talkative. Saturn in the second house of Taurus. Searching for material security. Now that makes a lot of sense. Saturn in the first house of Aries. Feeling limited in self-expression. This could also be like the challenges that need to be overcome. Then we have Jupiter in the 12th house of Pisces, supreme optimism. And they go down as we go, so I'm not going to say everyone. I'm just going to go over from now on the main identifier for the card. Like this one says inspirational, and this one is Jupiter in Aquarius. Natural leader, Jupiter in Capricorn. This one is Jupiter in Sagittarius, expansive horizons. It reminds me of that Knight of Wands. Jupiter in Scorpio, no limits. So they just go to the extreme. Jupiter in Libra, cooperative, very balanced relationships, it looks like. Jupiter in Virgo, highly productive. Jupiter in Leo, expansive creativity. Her hair reminds me of a Leo for sure. Jupiter in Cancer, sweet home. Aw, very family looking. Doing art projects together. Jupiter in Gemini, so socially expansive. This person is probably very charming. They, meet a lot of people. Jupiter in Taurus, prosperous. These are probably the big time CEOs or the capability to be the CEO. Jupiter in Aries. I do not know this word. It's hard to read. So, I think that's a D, but maybe you could tell me. Could be my vision or could just be the way I'm looking at it, because they're fancy letters, Okay, so now we're moving in Mars in Pisces, avoidant. This is Mars in Aquarius, bohemian. That's probably where my Mars is. Just kidding, it's not. But anyways, Mars in Capricorn, great achiever. Doctors, teachers, physicists. And again, I love how the colors change in between each planet. Mars in Sagittarius, progressive. Mars in Scorpio, possessive. It's like, you're my man, that's it. Okay, I'm going to try to move these all up, so We can see the new ones. Then we have Mars in Libra, likes a challenge. Mars in Virgo, highly productive. Mars in Leo, proud. And this could be like the way that confrontations happen, how these certain signs like affect how you deal with conflict and things like that. Because Mars is, you know, associated with war as well. Mars in Cancer rules the roost, so they like to be in control probably. Mars in Gemini, high strung. So they're very smart, very on top of things. Mars in Taurus, possessive. Mars in Aries, impulsive. And then we have Venus in Pisces, serious romancer, or serious romantic. My Venus is in Aries. Let's see what mine is eventually when we get there. Venus in Aquarius, variety. Ooh. They like variety in their love life. Venus in Capricorn, admiration. They like to be admired, maybe. Venus in Sagittarius, adventurous lover. Now this definitely is the Knight of Wands. You know, Sagittarius is the Knight of Wands in the tarot. Venus in Scorpio, intense partnerships. Venus in Libra, harmonious. Venus in Virgo, dedicated. Venus in Leo, in love with love. Venus in Cancer, sentimental. Venus in Gemini, no looking back. Trying to see why I was saying that. Because they can't stay put. They're wanderers. Venus in Taurus, extravagant. Venus in Aries, magnetic. I'm trying to read it just because my Venus is in Aries. And then, like, even after the description here, it goes into saying, like, your magnetic charm draws people, but constantly seeking pleasure, attention, and appreciation from others is draining. So, just for example, they have a lot of different keywords, and then they also have, like, descriptions at the very bottom. So next we have Mercury in Pisces. That's where my Mercury is. Mystical force. Very pretty. Mercury in Aquarius. Unforbidden ideas. Wait, no. Unorthodox ideas. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, so then we have Mercury in Capricorn. Great achievements. Mercury in Sagittarius, inspired. Inspired something. Again, inspired by the pursuit of knowledge. Some of the words run together in these, so it's hard to read, especially for somebody that's got vision problems. Mercury for Scorpio, mysterious agendas. And Mercury is associated with the way we communicate and things like that. Mercury in Libra, persuasive. Mercury in Virgo, responsible. Mercury in Leo, vocally creative. Mercury in Cancer, innate knowing. Mercury in Gemini, wordsmith. So they're very good with their words. They craft them like a blacksmith would. Mercury in Taurus, supreme entrepreneur. This could be like business owners, the creatives. Mercury in Aries, endless curiosity. The moon in Pisces, emotionally in the other world. Moon in Aquarius, emotional need to belong. Moon in Capricorn, an emotional need for acknowledgement. They're the people, they want praise. Moon in Sagittarius, extraordinary experiences. This is the people that would love to travel and see new things, exploring. Moon in Scorpio, loves all with your heart and soul. Makes sense. Moon in Libra, eager for reciprocity or reciprocation. Sorry, my words is being jumbled together right now. Moon in Virgo, emotionally predictable. That's my moon. That's why I was like, what? Predictable. Not with a Pisces sun. Moon in Leo, needs to be needed by others. Moon in Cancer, longing for belonging. Moon in Gemini, says the quiet part out loud. So they're the type that will, that thought bubble that comes in their head just comes right out their mouth. Moon in Taurus, emotionally affected or attached to possessions. No. Moon in Aries, emotionally expressive. Then we have Sun in Pisces, the true believer. I feel like that girl. And I'm, my sun is in Pisces, so we have Sun in Aquarius, humanitarian. I love how they have like the water bear, very pretty. Sun in Capricorn, leadership. These are the ones that like to lead. Sun in Sagittarius is idealistic. Sun in Scorpio, intense desire. Lots of water flowing there. Yooey. Sun in Libra. Negotiate. So they like to negotiate, I guess. Sun in Virgo, service. So they would be like your nurses and caregivers. Sun in Leo, pleasure. That makes sense. That kind of looks like Neo. Sun in Cancer, heritage. All about the family and the history. Sun in Gemini, communication, knowledge, it looks like, with lots of books. Sun in Taurus, ownership. Sun in Aries, image. Pisces rising, impressionable. I think this is the last little set here. I wonder if they have like another deck with like your Chiron and stuff like that. Aquarius rising, individual. Capricorn rising, responsible. Sagittarius rising, grand adventures. Scorpio rising, magnetic presence. Libra rising, companionable. Virgo rising, clear-headed. The next one is my rising. Let's see what it is. We've got Leo rising, captivating. Cancer rising, embodies kindness. Gemini rising, very curious. Taurus rising, stamina. And then we have Aries rising, dynamic. So what I think of this deck is I actually love it. I love the imagery. I love how all of the placements change colors, and there's very ethereal looking backgrounds. Being a Pisces, this is the type of thing that will draw me in. They've got a really good reflective surface. They're a good size to shuffle. It's a very large deck as well. There's, I think it was 132 cards in this deck, so a lot of different cards. You can use them on yourself, you can use them on others. I think it's very interesting to see, each one of your placements, and then you could compare it to like partners that you have and things like that. I actually really like this deck. And like I said, the ladies that run this shop are just amazing individuals, and they will send you coupon codes. I got mine for, I think it was 50% off of the original price. They were having a big sale going on. So anyway, shout out to IN2IT Tarot. I do love this deck, and I would encourage y'all to get one, because if you do tarot, or you like to deal with oracle cards, I think this would be a great deck for that. But anyways, my lovelies, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, if you'd like to purchase the deck, the link will be down below in the description box. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.